Hello everyone and welcome to The Bird's Nest, where you don't have to be an Eagles fan, but for God's sakes, don't be a Cowboys fan. And as always, fly Eagles fly and go Birds. It's a wonderful day outside, that's why we're outside. Week 1 NFL predictions. It's the beginning of September, you know. Gotta be outside for this. So let's just get right on into this. Let's talk about Week 1 football. I believe the hardest week to predict because you don't know how these teams are gonna do. So let's start off with the first game, Thursday Night Football. That is Thursday. The Dallas Cowboys, Philadelphia Eagles, and as you can see, we got the Eagles here, we got the Eagles here, we got the Eagles everywhere. But I'm not going to be biased, though. But I am going to be truthful. The Eagles win this easily. The Dallas Cowboys don't stand a chance this season, especially with a team like the Philadelphia Eagles. I don't see the Cowboys winning. No Micah Parsons, no team. They suck. Eagles are going to win that one. Next up, Friday Night Football, Chiefs, Chargers. And I do like the Chargers still. I still think they're going to be a wonderful team. But man, Week 1, you're playing the Chiefs. That's going to be hard. That's going to be hard. The Chiefs are going to come in hot. I mean, Travis Kelce with the engagement, he's going to be all over the place. I don't know. But Kansas City's going to win that one. I really do like the Chargers team, though. But it's hard to pick against the Chiefs in a game like that. Then next, we got Sunday 1 o'clock football. We got Bengals, Browns. And it's going to be hard to pick towards the Browns this season. They got a pretty tricky schedule. They got a pretty not great looking team. And you're playing against a game like the Bengals that aren't going to have a bright season. They got to get these easy wins. Cincinnati is going to beat the Browns. Next up, we have the Dolphins and Colts. And now, I don't think either of these teams are going to do great this season. I don't have much faith in the Dolphins or the Colts. But I have a little bit more faith in the Dolphins. And again, they got to get these easy wins this season because the Dolphins, there's not going to be many for them. So they got to win this one, Week 1. Dolphins beat the Colts. Next up, we got the New York Giants and Washington Commanders. And, I mean, come on. You really think I'm going to pick the Giants to beat these Commanders? I don't think so. The Commanders win this game, and although the Giants are kind of on the mend right now, they ain't beaten the Commanders. The Commanders did wonderful last season. They're going to do pretty decent this season. I got the Commanders winning. Next up, we got Tampa Bay versus the Atlanta Falcons, and Tampa Bay is going to be a wonderful team this season, and I feel like the NFC's a little bit light this season, so they're going to be wonderful. They're definitely going to make it to the playoffs, definitely going to do well, win the division maybe. Falcons, we'll have to see how they do, but I got the Buccaneers winning this one, Week 1. Then the Panthers, Jacksonville Jaguars, not really sure how these teams are going to do. They're both going to be fairly iffy. They're both going to try to knock this win out. They both, kind of neck and neck kind of teams here. But I think the Panthers might edge out the Jaguars in this one. It's going to be a close game, though. Next up, we have the Pittsburgh Steelers, New York Jets. And now this is going to be an interesting game. Aaron Rodgers heading back to New York to play against his former team, the Jets. So, what are we thinking here? The Jets don't really have a whole lot going on. I do like the Steelers' defense. And you know what they say, defense wins championships. Steelers are going to win this game easily. The Jets ain't got nobody. Let's take a look at the next game here. Las Vegas Raiders, New England Patriots, and these are two teams I put in my most underrated teams video, the Raiders and Patriots. And I kind of had them around same records, 8-9, 9-8. I think that's how they're going to finish this season. But I think the Patriots might edge out the Raiders in this one because I do like the Patriots defense. I like Mike Vrabel, and he's got to put a good first impression on his new Patriots team. But next up, we have the Arizona Cardinals, New Orleans Saints. New Orleans Saints are easily going to be garbage. And I got to say, these Arizona Cardinals got a pretty easy stretch for the beginning of their schedule. So I think the Cardinals are going to knock out this win. And there's going to be a little bit of some talk with the Cardinals beginning this season. So next up, we got the 4 o'clock games, Eastern time, by the way. We got the Tennessee Titans, Denver Broncos, and the Tennessee Titans are going to be right down there with the Saints. Pretty garbage. Not the worst, but pretty garbage nonetheless. But, hey, I like these Denver Broncos. If they make it to the Super Bowl, hey, I'm not surprised. They're a great-looking team, and they got this in the bag. This might even be a blowout game. Don't even be surprised. Next up, the San Francisco 49ers, Seattle Seahawks. I'm not really liking the 49ers this season, but The Seattle Seahawks are going to beat the San Francisco 49ers. They're a much better team than the 49ers. I believe it. I think the Seahawks could even play second in the division. You never know. All right, next, Detroit Lions, Green Bay Packers. And you know what? I think both of these teams are going to be wonderful this season. But come on. The Detroit Lions are, I believe, a little bit of a better team. But you're heading into Lambeau Field, week 1. That's going to be a tough game. Green Bay is going to win it. I think it's going to be, you know, a little bit of an upset. Green Bay is going to get the win there. Now, Houston Texans, Los Angeles Rams. I'm not really sure how these teams are going to play out. The Texans, you know, they had a little bit of a slump last season. They might pick it up again this season. But the Rams could make a Super Bowl push. You never know. But I got the Rams winning this one. They got it at home. Whose house? Rams' house. Rams got the win. Sunday Night Football. I've been waiting all off season for Sunday night. You know, shout out to, what's her name? Who sings the songs, I forget. The Baltimore Ravens, Buffalo Bills. And this is going to be, I think these are like the two best teams in the AFC, 100%. Battling it out week 1, but it's in Buffalo. It's in Buffalo. That home field advantage in Buffalo is crazy. Bills get the win that one. And then Monday Night Football, we got the Vikings, we got the Bears. How can the Vikings let the Bears win? The Bears are going to be a decent team. I really do not mind the Bears, but the Vikings, they got to get this one in the bag because it's going to be, the division isn't going to be good as last year, but it's going to be still a really tough division, and it's going to be a big race for first, second, third, you know, however they're going to place. Vikings got to get a win that one. So I'll meet you back week 2. We'll take a look at how I did. And as always, fly Eagles fly and go Birds.